Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your models will practically build themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kit Hoarder Stash. And today, well, we've got another Mustang kit. This one's been out for a very long time. And, well, many of you have already built it and some of you haven't. And let's just take a look at it anyway, shall we? This is the Monogram. So this goes way back. I'm trying to look at a year, 1986. Just a vintage kit. I hate to open it up. It's a vintage kit. 1986. This is the 66 Mustang GT-350H. I've actually built this a couple of times, but in my view, you can never have enough Mustangs. So we're going to crack this vintage kit open and, well, we shall build it. That's what models are for, I thought. There's this side of the box. It's a nice, crisp, clean box. Ooh, ah. And this side of the box. This thing hasn't seen the light of day in a while. Okay, so here's our back window, side windows, headlight, and your front windshield. They sure packaged them different back then, huh? all in one piece. So here's some nice small block, very nice small block Cobra valve covers, the air cleaner, the Cobra oil pan. That's nice. Decent rendition of a Holley carburetor, at least, you know, decent, not show quality, anything like that, but it'll look okay under the air cleaner. Gear shift knob, decent, definitely a decent alternator on this thing. And your grill and stock tires or stock rims and your 66 dash insert. That's something that I'm going to be resin casting, because one of the main differences, there's a couple of differences in the 65 and 66, but this is one of the main ones I always look for, is the instrument cluster is different between 65 and 66, and it's molded separate from the rest of the dashboard. So here's these nice pattern stock tires. They're decent. And these lovely gold decals, which, trust me, paint them on. You can use the side ones. The side ones are okay. Make sure you put some what's that called? That decal set stuff that makes the decal it's a coating you put on it. Microscale sells it. Testers that had some as well. But you put that over it, and it creates a barrier that actually kind of a new top of the decal. Otherwise, these sometimes will crack and break when you get them into water, and then you're just goofed. But these main decals here, particularly the hood one, just, you're not going to get it to set down right, so you're better off just spraying your stripes. Just saying. If you haven't built this kit, if you're one of the few that haven't built it, or if you built it and forgot, like I think the last time I built one of these was 15 years ago or so. Little history on the Hertz Shelby color call outs, and they have you starting out with putting the windows in and the glass and taillights and stuff, moving to the interior, putting the interior in, building the engine, which is very straightforward in this. Pretty decent little small block Ford that they give you. The Tri-Y headers. Front suspension, which is one piece. That's nice. One piece rear, the exhaust. And the rear suspension is one piece as well. Oh well, it'll work for what I'm doing. Putting the engine in, putting the tires and wheels on, getting your scoops, your rear valence, engine compartment stuff in, front end stuff on, getting your hood on, your mirrors, and you're done. It's actually a pretty straightforward and pretty easy build, depending on what you do with it. I actually built one of these into a 65 Shelby GT-350. One of the originals, which the 65s vary just a little bit, particularly the dashboard. But I did get that right. So I've got that, and I've got a Hertz Shelby, which is kind of nice. So here's the seats. This is a neat part here. I actually have resin cast this. This is the windshield washer bottle that works very well up until 1967 in all of these Fords. Here's your armrests that are separate. That's nice. In 68, they went to a hard plastic washer bottle, and yeah, they haven't come out with a good one of those yet. Sorry. Here's the body. Body looks great. Now remember, this is 1/24th scale, not 1/25th scale, so the dimensions are just slightly different. You've got your Mustang 2+2 emblem molded right in there, which is interesting. Yep, right there, and a running horse. You've got your 289 up here. It's got a decent engine compartment, though. The thing I love about these Revell kits is they understand the importance of an engine compartment. The engine halves, here's your whole front end, your whole front suspension, just real simple. Your front springs. I love the simplicity of the build of this kit. And the fact that if you really just wanted to put a gloss coat on this black and then throw decals on it, it wouldn't be too bad. Really nice rendition, though, of the Shelby manifold. That's different than a lot of the other kits, and in my opinion, it's 1/24 scale, but I still think that'd be worth a resin copy there. Window vents, rear quarter window vents, the export brace, and parts of the engine. The molding's all really good on it. I mean, the suspension looks, or the suspension, the floor pan, thank you. The floor pan looks great. Blah, blah, blah. Tripping over my own tongue. And get the parts back in here in a way that makes sense. Not that it matters, because they're going to come off the tree soon anyway. A very nice hood. Very nice Shelby hood. Your scoops and your... now the steering wheel looks like it's got... I don't know, it looks like it's got GT in there. I can't really tell. It's kind of small. But a nice looking steering wheel nonetheless. Here's your rear suspension. It'll work. Nice 8-inch rear end. It's, it'll work for what we're doing here. The seat backs. And then one of the seats has fallen off here over the years in the soft plastic. Ooh. And that's it. That's the kit. Not much to it, but trust me, it builds up absolutely beautiful. So there you go, folks. That was quick and easy today. So this is definitely a kit that if you haven't built, I would recommend it. And as I said, you can either do it as a 66 Shelby, or you can do it as the Hertz. You just have to change the decals. Well, you'd have to paint something else instead of the gold, decals. But hey, it's a cool looking Mustang, I'll tell you that. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next week on The Stash.